Did you want to come out?
Yeah. That was waiting. What?
You're so funny.
How'd that play phone?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for monthly favorites, August. Don't know why I said it like that. If you're new, I'm Serein and this is my new apartment. I will have an apartment tour as soon as we get our lives together, things out. So, that was very rude, checking my phone while filming. I've been loving a ton of stuff and I have everything from skincare to, I'm gonna just turn my phone off. I have a lot of skincare, a lot of makeup, but you know, effortless, easy to use makeup because that's kind of what I do, well as some lifestyle stuff. In August, I moved really random, really last minute, totally not prepared. Very stressful, kind of a nightmare, worst move I've ever done other than the time that I got evicted in New York. And not because I didn't pay my rent, but because I didn't realize that subletting in New York was technically not a legal thing. So if you were subletting from a rent-controlled building, you might not want to let the landlord know that you were living there and you should just say that you're a friend visiting. But I didn't know that because I was like 22 and really not smart or worldly. Very naive, and when someone asked if I lived there, I said yes. If you guys want to know more about that, let me know in the comments. It's been a really crazy month, and I also, on top of that, threw out my shoulder and my neck, which was a previous existing injury I had. Thanks to getting older, I swear you turn 30 and your body starts to fall apart. I'm a little hyped up on coffee. Starting off, this is kind of almost like an empties. This is the PCA Excellent Peptide Smoothing Serum, and I've used the entire bottle. At this point, what I do is I unscrew it and I kind of take this thing and I pull it out and then I wipe whatever's left onto my face. What I love about this serum is that it truly is the first serum where I've noticed a significant diminishing of fine lines in the areas that I'm targeting. So this is not something I recommend using all over your face. This is something that you use for targeted treatment. I like to focus on this area right here because this is where I have fine lines. I apply it here right after toner, and I apply it also here because this is where I'll probably age the most. My forehead, I don't really have any forehead wrinkles, but just preventative, I'll put like whatever's left on there. The best way I can describe it, and the best way I was kind of introduced to this product, is that it is a topical booster for Botox or to minimize your fine lines for about 8 to 12 hours depending on your skin. I like to use this first because I want it to touch my skin and get in there first. Almost like within 2 weeks that this was very noticeable, and it did smooth out any of those really minimal fine lines. I don't think that it's going to diminish them permanently because once your wrinkles are there, it's very challenging to get rid of them. Usually you need to like either get fillers or like acid treatments, peels, like that kind of thing to minimize them a little bit more permanently. What this does is it essentially gets rid of it and relaxes it so that you're not making them deeper. I love the packaging. It's in a amber glass frosted bottle and it comes in a pump. It also has this little cover over it. I've been using this for a few months now and I went off of it and I noticed like my fine lines kind of coming back, so then I went back on it. For those of you guys who might have Botox, this can prolong the effects of your Botox for those of you guys who do get Botox. Something that you are investing your money in already, this can kind of make your Botox go a little bit longer. I also truly just love PCA Skin. You guys have heard me talk about them quite a bit, and every time I share a product with one of my personal friends or family members, they're always like, oh, okay, because they've never really heard too much about them. And then the packaging, I think, isn't like anything that draws you at a store, but it's a clinical brand. It's more about clinically proven effective products versus schmancy fancy packaging. I still think the packaging is nice. I think it's nicer than most medical professional lines. Every time someone uses the products for a few weeks, they always come back and go, That stuff is so good. My friend Samantha is obsessed with their eye gel, which I gave her because she was looking for a new eye gel or eye cream, and I was like, try this, it's one of my favorites. I also just gave my friend Yang one of my little kits that includes all of my favorite products to start with PCA Skin. She's like, my skin texture is so much better already, and I've only been using it for a couple days. You can even call in, email in, or do a live chat with any of your skincare concerns and questions, and everybody in-house is a licensed esthetician that will be answering your questions. That's something I love about them. They're education based. They want to make sure you get the right products for you because everyone's different. A cleanser I have been loving is from Amore Vita. This is the cleansing foam. This is a detergent-free cleansing foam. I love cleansing foams because I like a lather and I love that foaminess. It makes me feel super clean, but I know a lot of them have detergents or various stripping ingredients in them. This one does not. In fact, it's very nourishing. It does everything you want a cleanser to do. It smells lovely. There's quite a lot of product in this. I had only tried their mist before, like a deluxe sample size. I'm sold on this cleanser, and I have really sensitive skin and combination skin. I love the Queen of Hungry mist. This is something I've been using a lot day and night. I've been using this kind of as my toner. I love the spray. Ooh, I just sprayed my lens. It's a very fine mist. There's a scent to Amore Vita, which isn't overpowering. It's not overly fragrant. It's not floral. It just smells clean and fresh. It makes me really happy when I smell this. I recently visited a dermatologist. She had recommended, because I get a lot of congestion here, even though I get extractions pretty much every 6 to 8 weeks. I also get facials pretty frequently. I still get congested. Just my genetics. She recommended using a retinol every night, which I am very hesitant to do, but I have this retinol that I had been using maybe 2-3 times a week from PCA Skin. It is their retinol treatment for sensitive skin. This is like the baby retinol. I've been using it on my T-zone every single night, and I have seen a huge improvement in the clarity of my nose area, especially right here where I get the most congestion. Just so you guys know, I'm not wearing any foundation. I am wearing blush and lips, but I'm not wearing any foundation. This is really how my nose looks. It's just been really amazing. I do not use this every day all over the face, just really predominantly here and here. And then like once or twice a week, I'll apply it all over my face. Retinol really does help your skin turn over. It can help with acne, it can help with fine lines, aging, sun damage, and just a lot of things. Retinol is very beneficial. I do feel like in the US we are overprescribed retinol and overusing retinol, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. A lot of professionals would argue otherwise, but I have seen a tremendous dramatic difference since using retinol just on my nose. The PCA Skin retinol treatment, the sensitive skin one, is made for sensitive skin, and I do have sensitive skin, and I do know that like the stronger retinols, even the over-the-counter ones, tend to cause redness and peeling on me, and I don't think that is a good thing because definitely your skin becomes inflamed. This one I have found to be effective enough, but not too harsh because of the way the retinol is penetrated into my skin. It isn't causing as much inflammation as some of the other retinols. So the way that the PCA one for sensitive skin is encapsulated is slightly different. I have to call them and ask them again like how to explain that to you guys. I found that if you are worried about retinols or you're nervous about using retinols, to try the smallest amount first. I haven't really been wearing foundation. I've worn foundation I think twice this month. The rest of the time I'll use concealers. I have been loving tinted moisturizers with SPF, and the first one I got while I was in New York is the Peter Thomas Roth Max Mineral Naked Broad Spectrum SPF 45. This is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. I like this to use over my moisturizer, and it gives my skin this really beautiful healthy glow. It also protects my skin, and then I kind of don't have to wear anything else. And when I was moving, I would just wear this. If I need a little more coverage, I'll put my RMS concealer under my eyes, maybe around any of the areas I need, like this vein that's showing right now. I don't feel like anybody's really talked about this at all, and this is such a gem of a product. I like that it just sinks into the skin. It doesn't feel greasy or sticky or too chalky or anything like that. It's a beautiful product. Along with that, I've also switched off between that and the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Defense. It has SPF 30. It's a physical SPF, and it's going to protect your skin from both blue light and UV light. and that's really important for me. Even on days I don't go outside, I wear SPF. But for me, I'm sitting in front of a screen almost 24 hours a day, or at least every hour that I'm awake. I'm typically in front of my phone screen, in front of my giant monitor editing, and that's probably doing so much damage to not just my skin but my eyes. I'm really happy that Bare Minerals is being innovative and creating a product that not just protects my skin from UV damage but also from blue light damage, which we're now learning about. And it comes in a pump, which is awesome. And it also has this really nice sheer radiance. A lot like the Peter Thomas Roth. This one's a little bit more white, I would say. The texture is a little bit more emollient, so you're gonna rub it in. It'll take a second for it to kind of sink in. You don't have to set this. You don't have to really worry about it. I personally just wear it alone. A very good protecting skincare product that also gives your skin a little bit of a radiance. So with those two products, I do like to use a little bit of powder if I'm going out, if I'm going to see anybody, or if I did put concealer on. The first powder I have shown in my recent Get Ready With Me. This is the Ilia Soft Focus Powder Radiant Translucent in Waikiki Run. This has an SPF 20, so that's what that looks like. Just a really beautiful, very minimal coverage, but what I like about it is that it does just add just a tiny bit more coverage. It controls my oils without looking super matte or flat or powdery. It's talc free. Other powder I've been loving is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in medium, number 2 from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a pressed powder that does have talc in it, but it is pressed, so I'm not as concerned about it. But those of you guys who are trying to avoid talc, letting you know there is talc in this. If you see my post on Instagram where I did a whole Charlotte Tilbury look, I used this to buff in everything and kind of set it. And then I used it again when I went to Tati's Low Kiwi launch party, and I kept looking at myself being like, whoa, I look airbrushed. So if you want that really like airbrush soft focus finish, take a buffing brush, swipe it in here and just buff it all over your face and you will look freaking airbrushed. It is absolutely stunning, really, really gorgeous as a finishing touch, especially if you're doing a full face and you're gonna be photographed or anything like that. Eyeshadow palette I've really been reaching for a ton is this Jouer Rose Gold Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette. This is brand new, and if you ever shop for Jouer products on their website, I have an affiliate code. It's 15% off your entire order until they take it away from me, so you can buy as many times as you want. You can use it on anything on their site. It's my name, Serein15. It supports my channel as well, and a little discount for you guys. So this palette is stunning. I love Christina because the quality is so even, it's so pigmented, it's just really top-notch quality, her eyeshadows. Plus, on top of that, they don't have talc. So thank goodness, thank you so much, Christina, for not putting talc in your eyeshadows, but still creating such a beautiful, buttery, smooth finish. Super even, really easy to use. Look at that pigmentation. I'm barely touching these shadows. Huge mirror, flat packaging, easy to travel with, doesn't take up a ton of space. I also love that it's this beigey white with the rose gold. I think it's beautiful. I've been doing, and again, I did use this palette in my recent Get Ready With Me, which you can watch on my channel. I'll also try to remember to link it in the description box. I've been using this really beautiful burgundy shade all over the lid and just kind of doing this smoky look. I've also used a bunch of these browns to define my eyes, and they're just really beautiful shadows. Yeah, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Christina. I'm also a huge fan of Jouer. It's just really important to me to support indie brands that are creating really top-notch quality products. Along with that launch, there's a new rose gold eyeshadow pencil, and you guys know I love eyeshadow pencils. So I've been wearing the rose gold eyeshadow pencil alone. This is a part of the rose gold collection that just launched. It's really, really beautiful. I'm just gonna swatch it for you right here. You can see I smudge it all along my eyelid into the crease, and then I just put some mascara on and my look is pretty much finished. A new brand to me is called By Rosie Jane, and I really love what they're doing. It's a pretty clean brand. It's not all natural, but it's cleaner than most. And there's these really fun little balms. They're lip and cheek balms, and this one's a marigold. They smell kind of like coconut, but in a good way, because sometimes I feel like coconut can be a little obtrusive. So You won't be able to see a tint like that, and I just ripped off my lipstick, but I do really enjoy these. And there's also some really lovely fragrances from the line. Mascara that recently launched and I've been obsessed with is the new NARS Climax mascara. I demoed this and had a little mishap in my recent Get Ready With Me. Beautiful fluffy brush. I'm really able to get in there, grab my lashes. It builds volume, it doesn't smudge, it lasts all day on me, and I love the volume and like fluffiness I get from this mascara. They had that crazy extravagant launch party in Ibiza, and so I was kind of like, is it really that good? But it really is quite lovely, and if you get a chance to test this out, I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're looking for volume. I'm always looking for volume and holding my curl with my mascaras. Like, I don't want anything that's too heavy that's gonna weigh down my lashes and uncurl my lashes, but I also want volume without it becoming spidery, and this is like the most beautiful volume I've gotten since the Kush mascara that launched from Milk Makeup. I'm so proud of this next brand. This is Kokokind, and I remember meeting them meeting her when I first started YouTube. She has just grown the brand so much. Now they have these highlights, and this is my favorite one. This is the My Light, so it's Matake Rosé highlight. Everything is natural and clean, is as clean as it gets, as natural as it gets, and you see that beautiful rosy rosé champagne highlight. It's absolutely stunning. So I like to use this on my eyes. I use it on my cheekbones. This is perfect for like a pool day or a day when you're not wearing a ton of makeup but you want a little bit of that glow. It's absolutely stunning. I love cream products too, because cream products are just so easy to work with, especially in the heat, especially when you're just trying to run out the door. The fragrance I have been loving, which has grown on me, is the Glossier You fragrance. I at first was like, I don't know how I feel about this, because I was testing out Glossier. At this point, it's been like a month. I'm testing out all the Glossier products to kind of update you guys on everything and what I think is worth your money and what I'm not crazy about, because there are a few products I don't think are my favorite. But the more I wear this, the more I love this fragrance. It literally changes with your chemistry, and it's very unique but very distinguished at the same time. And I was wearing this and I couldn't decide if I liked it, and then Chris was like, no, I like it. And then I was like, really, do I like it? And I do. I really, really do. It's one of those fragrances that you might have to get a sample, test it a little bit, see if it really is for you, because it changes. So when you smell it in the bottle, it's not the same. And when you spray it on yourself, you have to give yourself maybe like a few minutes, and then it's really the scent. And it just smells like a really fun human, if that makes sense. Plus the packaging is absolutely adorable. I think it's very, very unique, and I don't know how to describe it because it changes with everyone. Christine, who wears this, she smells slightly different. Like, I can tell it's Glossier You, but she definitely smells slightly different than when I'm wearing it, and I've smelled it on a couple other people, and I can tell it's Glossier You, but I can also tell it's Glossier You with their own chemistry. I'm gonna do some shameless self-promotion, but truly I am proud of my own kit. This is the PCA Skin Kit. If you guys don't know, I did make a video explaining everything and kind of all the products and why we decided to go with the products that are in this set. This is available only through PCA Skin's website in the US currently, unfortunately. I will link it in case you want to get it. There's only like, I think, a couple days left if you want to purchase it. It was a limited 6-week run. We might bring it back. I don't know if we are or not. We have to discuss it. I'm not going to go over too much with it because I did do a whole video on why all these products are in here. My face is on there, which is kind of cute. I think it's exciting. My kit's called a Glow Starter Kit, and it really is about getting your skin really healthy and glowy, and also giving you a really good idea of these products, because all of these products are really good for most skin types, especially sensitive skin and combination skin. You're going to get 5 products. First product is going to be facial wash. This is really great. It's great as a second cleanse at night. If you're wearing a lot of makeup, make sure you remove your makeup first, or use this twice. I have the nutrient toner, which smells like pumpkin spice because there's pumpkin enzymes in here to help turn over your skin cells without having any stripping effect. There's the pore refining treatment, which I personally use 2-3 times a week depending how congested my skin is. It's very, very gentle. It's a light physical, chemical, as well as enzymatic using enzymes exfoliant. So it targets all those things that you want to help your skin kind of turn over, get rid of those dead skin cells, clear out your pores. And then there's the hyaluronic acid booster serum. This is so luxurious. All skin types, even oily, will love this. It is genuinely one of the best hyaluronic acid serums I've ever used. And same goes with the CNE Max Strength. This is the best, most effective vitamin C I have used to date, and I use a lot of vitamin C. I'm a huge vitamin C fan. I even showed you guys a picture of what happens to your skin using an apple, cutting it in half. Apple turns brown because it's oxidizing. That's what happens when your skin is exposed to the elements. It's part of aging. On one side, we put the vitamin C serum on it, and we come back in an hour and you see the difference. It's crazy. I have it in that original kit announcement video. If you haven't gotten it and you want to get it, or if you already got it and you want more, make sure you pick it up before it's gone. I'm so proud of it, and it's really my first brand collab in this way because I'm so picky, and I truly thought this was like the perfect partnership. I had hurt my shoulder neck. I re-injured it. I was in incredible pain. We were testing out CBD pain rollers and sticks anyways for the shop. If you guys don't know, I have a shop. Chris and I started The Art of Care. I will link it in the description box if you want to check it out. I'm pretty active on Instagram stories about The Art of Care. We truly believe in CBD products. It's helped me with my anxiety, mood swings, depression. It's helped me with my period cramps. It's helped me with my PMS situations. Today's like the first day of my period, and typically Chris would want to like not be around me. Much more balanced and able to deal with things because I microdose pretty much every day with Mondo. CBD has been a huge discovery for the both of us. He has trouble sleeping, he had back pain. Because of CBD, he doesn't have to take painkillers, prescription or over-the-counter, which have a lot of side effects. Even the over-the-counter medications that I was taking and he was taking, we learned that it has a lot of side effects or potential medical problems. And I share about my journey with CBD on Insta stories quite a bit, and the messages I got of you guys using CBD and how it's benefited your life have been so wonderful to hear, because it makes me feel like, okay, this isn't something I have to hide, and it's not wrong because it's legal in all 50 states as long as there's no THC in it. So no high. CBD has no high. THC is what causes the high. A lot of you guys were interested in it and were searching for products, and because I live in LA, a lot of the products that I was using has a combination of CBD and THC. I didn't know how to get it to you guys, and then I started doing more research and I found that CBD can be just as effective as products that have CBD and THC to help the CBD work more. But because I live in LA, it is a little easier for me to get my hands on these things. So I wanted to make sure I was able to find good quality CBD oil, hemp oil products that were just as effective as the things I was using already, and then getting it to you guys. So Chris and I were like, you know what, let's just start a shop. We've been wanting to start a shop, but we didn't know what it was gonna be, so this is kind of our thing. I talked about it in last month's favorites a bit. Finally found pain sticks and rollers that we believe in and we use ourselves. I injured my neck and shoulders, and I was using some of these other ones, and I was like, it's not good enough. But then I got these and I was like, we're carrying these. So this is the pain salve. This is the extra strength, which is 500 milligrams, and it comes like this. This is my own personal one, so it's a little dirty, or not dirty, it's just been used. I used this maybe two times a day when I was in severe pain. What it does is it has a lot of really great essential oils to help kind of just immediately soothe that area, relax the muscle, relax that tension. But CBD is an anti-inflammatory, so it's gonna help with inflammation. And on top of that, it's also going to help with pain management. So the 500 milligram is great for those situations when you have severe pain, or you injured yourself, or you need to recover. I also like it because unlike a lot of synthetic medicines out there, it doesn't numb you, because the big danger is if you're injured and you numb yourself, you now forget that you're injured and you're not being careful. So you never want to be numb, because you want to know that you're still kind of injured. So it just made everything more manageable. So I was able to still help with moving, but be aware that I am still injured, so let's not do anything stupid and injure myself further. And then we have the hemp oil roll-on. So this is 350 milligrams, and this I would say is great for athletes, or if you are getting into a workout routine, or if you have sore muscles, or let's say you drive a lot and you get aches and pains. This is just really great for daily use. I like to use this because of the roll-on effect. It feels really nice when you're rolling on the oil. This does have a little bit of a scent. I did get a message on Instagram asking me about the scent. So because there's a mentholy feeling to them, you're going to have a little bit of a menthol scent, but it's not nearly as offensive or strong as some of like the patches that you can get at the drugstores. I'll smell it a little bit and then it dissipates. It's because the roller does have peppermint oil in it and witch hazel and that kind of a fragrance. It's not scented for any reason other than to help you heal and to soothe soreness and pain. I really like it. I've even put it like on the temples just to kind of relieve pressure, and it's just been wonderful. Carry both of these. I highly recommend it if you're in any kind of pain or if you want to keep it in your first aid kit. Now I mentioned Mondo, and Mondo is a CBD microdose. What I use Mondo for is a little scoop. We're pretty much out of this one. I use a scoop a day in my coffee to help with daily stress and anxiety. Microdosing is really beneficial for those of us who deal with a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of mood swings, and possibly depression. For me, this helps me just take the edge off of life. It doesn't get me high. I don't feel any different. I just feel better and more even-tempered. Things still upset me. I still get emotional. I've also noticed that my period symptoms, because I microdose, are not as severe. So instead of having to take my pain tinctures when I'm on my first day of my period, I don't really feel like I need it because I've been microdosing. It kind of just, I know I have cramps, but it's very, very manageable. If you have severe cramps like I do, you might want to consider microdosing and then also having a tincture for those really bad cramp days. This has very minimal taste. You cannot taste it when you put it in your coffee or your smoothies or your teas. But if you were to take a scoop and like put it under your tongue, you can taste a little bit. And to me, I feel like it tastes like almond flour. It's fluffy. It has a little bit of moisture in it, or it feels like a little moist when you see it. And it comes with a scooper and it comes with a travel tin. And I put a scoop a day in my coffee. Chris takes a scoop a day in his coffee. But recently he's been doing the one that has THC in it as well. He's not getting high off of it. It's just a good combination of CBD and THC. And he actually was saying for anybody who deals with severe pain that they should take the one with THC. So here you can see a little bit more. This one's a little more tinted green, and this one I feel like has a little bit more of an herbal taste to it, but he can't taste it when it's in his coffee. I tried this one, and this was great for me if I was really stressed and needed to get to sleep. We don't carry this one in the shop because it does have THC in it, but I wanted to let you guys know about it so that you are just aware of your options. These are the things that are in the shop. We also have an amazing bath bomb, string bags, and non-CBD products that are just really curated and high quality, good quality, beautiful packaging, beautiful brands. If you want to check out the shop, I will link it in the description box, but it is shoptheartofcare.com, and you can follow us over on Instagram at theartofcare. It's probably no surprise that I encourage you to go see Crazy Rich Asians. I did a whole life update video. I was gone for a few weeks, and then I updated you guys about what was going on and my feelings of why I loved Crazy Rich Asians, and really sharing a lot about my personal experiences growing up as an Asian American myself, and some of the not so fun experiences as well as conflicting emotions. If you want to hear more about that, check out my life update. But if you haven't seen Crazy Rich Asians, please go see it. It's a really beautiful film. It's really funny. It's supporting a group of minorities getting representation in Hollywood, as well as it's just a fun romantic comedy. I also loved To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Again, an amazing, fun, just romantic comedy with cute boys, an adorable female lead who happens to be Asian American. So very proud month for me in this sense, and bringing up a lot of emotions that I wanted to share with you guys. So if you haven't checked out that video, please do so. If you found me because of that video, I'm happy you found me and that you feel that you can connect with me on that level. When I've made that video, I was very nervous because it does open me up, I feel like, for negativity and for very opinionated comments, but so far I've gotten nothing but love and support and understanding. And I made that video because I was hoping I could reach somebody who maybe was me, let them know that they're not alone in these feelings. Turned out that I'm not alone. So many of you guys, whether Asian, Latina, Brazilian, Portuguese, Greek, mixed, all ethnicities, you guys feel this as well. And not just all ethnicities, the majority feel this at some point in their life, and it's just great that we were able to connect on that level and let each other know that we are not alone. We all feel alone at times, but we're not alone. I definitely also talk about like where I want my channel to be going. Obviously this is a beauty channel, but to me beauty is about self-love and self-care, and I want to make sure we are real with each other. I want to make sure you guys get to know me on a different level, and also just get to like hear my thoughts on things. Maybe we feel alone or we can't voice these things, and I want this place to be a community where we can feel like we can share, where we can be supportive, and where we can open up discussions. But be supportive, be nice. Someone recently said, what does it cost you to be nice, and what can it cost you not to be nice? And I thought that was so profound. Look, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all say things we don't mean in the moment. We all do things we don't necessarily mean and that we will most likely regret in the future. But I think if we can just try to come from more of a place of understanding and empathy, and I'm working on this myself. I'm not perfect by any means, and I will be the first to admit I do not have the patience sometimes, and I let my temper get the best of me. I let my moods get the best of me, but that's a me problem. That is not that person. That is me choosing to be angry, choosing to be mean, choosing to lash out, choosing not to be nice. I'm working on that, but I want to leave you with that on this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and I will see you guys back here twice a week, sometimes more, but I promise 2 times a week. All of my information, all the products I am talking about will always be linked in the description box. Check that out, and I will see you on social media until my next video. Bye!